Well, we just there was a number of issues. It's really hard to point a finger. We didn't throw the ball very well. We didn't run the ball very well. We didn't pass protect very well. And so you know, I can't really say there's one area that's greater concern than the other. But I also know this. I know that we've gotten better. I know that where we're going. I'm disappointed in tonight. I'm shocked we didn't score. I'm shocked we didn't score quite a few times. I came into the game thinking that we had made progress and that would start to show tonight. And for whatever reasons, it didn't. And for me to say why at this very moment, I've got some strong suspicions, but let me watch the film and then I can give you more information as we go on. Go ahead.
Something you need to see what another team did against you guys to expose some of the things.
Well, here's what it is. You know, no matter how hyped and how pepped and how ready the guys are, when the first time they ever get into a game, you don't know what to expect. You know, you'd like to think what you see in practice and the pressure situations in practice that would translate into success on the field. It doesn't always happen that way. And we had a number of guys out there who just didn't translate what they did on the practice field onto the game field tonight. We'll be better next week, and damn well better be.
Mike seemed like he was under pressure.
Yeah, some of it was definitely from UConn and you know, winning a matchup against our own line. But a lot of the pressure was self-inflicted wounds by Mike. You know, he didn't pull the trigger fast. Had guys open, and just kind of got stuck on a peg a few times.
Was putting AJ in at the end just to give him a little bit of work, or is it signify something larger?
Well, no, nothing larger than that, except the fact that I think, you know, what AJ Doyle is going to play this year. He's going to play a lot. Mike Wegzyn obviously is not the heir apparent that his job's so locked up and sewn away for the next several years. It's going to be competition each and every day, and I thought this was a great chance to get the rookie in a game that the heat was off by the time he got in the game. I mean, it wasn't like we had a chance to win the game at that point. So I wanted to get him in and get some baptism under fire, if you will. And he'll benefit from it each and every game. I hope to get him in and lose or draw.
Charley, where would you rate this game as far as the rebuilding process and the transition to FBS status and your plans, your expectations?
It's there were some things there that were uncontrollable. At this point, they were probably a little bigger, a little faster, a little stronger. I'd like to say that we could have made up for it in motivation, in coaching, and keeping them off balance, but we just couldn't get ourselves in the kind of rhythm necessary to do those things. In regards to FBS, we're where we need to be. That's the division we're going to be. We're going to be successful in it. It just didn't show tonight. My thoughts on the direction of the team hasn't wavered one single bit.
Talk about the job. What your thoughts were on your defense play?
You know, the defense was on the field an awful lot, especially in the first half. We had the inability of the offense to sustain drives. Given UConn short field, it's just impossible to play great defense over and over again. And again, they've got some. If they weren't necessarily young starters, we had a lot of young backups, and sooner or later, I'm looking out there, and there they are. You know, so it's going to show up sooner or later. And but I thought the defense hung in there. Yeah, there were some times I didn't think they gave the effort that I wanted. Guys weren't ready for the snap of the ball. They seemed a couple of times, they weren't sharp in their assignments. But all in all, I thought the defense probably played about as well as, in spots, about as well as expected. Without any help from the offense or the kicking game. They were like out there all by themselves.
What about Thellen's play? Was UConn's defensive line about what you expected, or were they actually better than you expected?
I'll give all the credit to UConn's defensive line. I knew they were going to be good. It was just the way that we played was the shocking thing to me. I wasn't surprised by UConn. I was surprised by UMass and how we didn't take it to them the way that I expected that we would, and what we wanted to see from our guys.
What about Thellen's play that produced the interception in that play?
Well, that was not. Darren Thellen is a playmaker. And if that's one of the few highlights of the night, so be it. But that was beautiful. That'll be on the highlight film, right? I can guarantee you that. That'll be at the end of the year highlight film. We just need to have more of those kind of plays. And we only got one Darren Thellen. Unfortunately, I said during pregame meal to one of the coaches, I said I wish I had 105 of them because we'd never lose a game.
I would say it was luck. I was in a cover 2 coverage, go back 3 out of bounds. I wanted to get the pick, but I know I couldn't make it, so I just jumped up. And then I seen one of my teammates close, so I tried to throw it to him, and fortunately he caught it and just made a play.
You said you figured you'd be under a lot of heat. Was it as much heat as you expected from UConn?
Yep, definitely as much heat as I expected. Definitely played a good team in UConn. Didn't go the way we planned it, obviously. We've got a lot of things to correct. So hopefully we can just go back tomorrow and start watching the film and correct what we need to and do a better job next week.
Mike,
The speed of the games.
Personally, how do you have to use a game like this? How do you have to use it to improve yourself?
Well, when you go back and look over the game, you just have to swallow your pride. Look at what you did wrong and correct it, make sure it doesn't happen again. So this is more of a building kind of a game. When you do, obviously when it ends like this, this isn't the way we planned it, isn't what we wanted. But you have to make it positive about it and build on this game.
What was it like for you out there when you first started?
Just the speed of the game was fast. We played a really good team, as I said. UConn was flying around. They played hard. They played physical. They just outplayed us tonight. As I said, we just have to go back and rebuild, not let these things happen again.
A lot of nerves.
There were nerves coming into the game, definitely. I feel like if you don't have nerves coming in, you don't really care about it as much. But I don't think anything really, stopped my play as much. I gave it my all, tried my best, it just didn't work out.
Darren, you guys spent a lot of time on the field on defense and things. Is that, did you guys get winded and things after a while? How much does that wear you down?
Not so much winded. I mean, we could help ourselves out a lot getting off the field on third down, so we just got to focus on that more, and that'll help our winning.
Guys, take third quarter things as the game has gotten away from you a little bit. How much where was morale at that point? How much did you guys? What was kind of the feeling on the field? How did you try to build in the middle of the game, even though things had gotten kind of the hand?
When things are not going your way, you still have to talk to the team and try to lead them, and try to keep the same intensity as if it was a tie game, So, on the sideline, we're just trying to keep up the intensity, keep everybody going.